Peace, blessings, much respect, much love. It's your boy, the Ghetto Guru, aka Shango, coming back with another spiritual message. Hope everything is going well with you. Hope everything is going great with your day. If not, hope the rest of your day get better. But I got a message, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is right now. Actually, I got two videos for you today, so this is gonna be the first one. So this first video is gonna be called "When You Don't Show Up in the World, You Mess Up Divine Order." When you don't show up in the world, you mess up divine order. So I'll explain what that means. So a lot of times, for people in the world, it seems like every time I'm trying to get a message, that's when cars want to honk and all that. You already know how the distractions go. But anyway, like I was saying, most of the times, for most people, they might get into a space where they might feel like they're not important. They might feel like they're not seen, they're not heard, they're not acknowledged by anybody, or just acknowledged by anything in the world. So they might feel not invincible, they might feel invisible. So a lot of people come to this point in their life, and some people might still currently be in this type of mindset right now, currently in their life, and they might be having these thoughts and feeling like a lack of importance within themselves. So that's normal for the human being to feel those emotions, especially in this type of climate of the world, because there's just a lot of selfish people and the selfish acts, and not as much acts of kindness being done to one another, where that can make somebody feel like they're not seen, or not being heard, or not being mentioned or acknowledged for who they are. So that can make you feel like you're invisible, make you feel like you're not important, make you feel like you don't have any importance in this world. And when people feel like that, it makes them want to take themselves out of this world. It makes them want to just leave and just go ghost, just disappear from everybody. Sometimes people, like I said, they want to take themselves out of here completely by doing, the other word, the S word. I don't want to say it because of, sensitivity, but they might commit that act and actually take their life. So my point is saying, the title of the video is that everybody has an importance in this world. If you weren't important, you wouldn't be in the world right now. So everybody has a part to play. Like I said, if you weren't, God wouldn't have put you here if you didn't have a part to play. Think of the world as a big puzzle. Now, there's many puzzle pieces in the world because there's a lot of people in the world. You're one of those pieces to the puzzle. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that doesn't matter if my piece is not there in the puzzle. It's a million people or whatever, or over billions of people in the world, But it does matter, because that one missing piece is going to stand out. That one missing piece is going to make a big difference in the grand scheme of things. And I'll keep on going with examples. Think of it as somebody having a child, right? Say if it's a mother who is a troubled teen as a teenager, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, troubled teen, kept getting in trouble, couldn't stay in the right direction, didn't know what they wanted to do with their life. Just everybody just wasn't on their side, and it just looked like everybody was against them, and it looked like the odds in life was against them, right? But suddenly they got pregnant, right? So everybody was looking at them like, oh, they messed their life up more. They're gonna throw their life away. They're not gonna amount to anything. They're not gonna make nothing of themselves. All these things, right? Little did they know, and little to this person knowledge as well, the troubled teen, that child was going to help change and save their life and help them get on the better path. And when that person had that child, that person started getting focused. They started going back to school. They went to graduate from high school. They went to graduate from college. They went to start their own business. They stayed out of trouble. It just keeps going. So I say that example to show the importance, because that's what I mean by you thinking that you're not that important. But I'm like, stuff like that happens every day, because this is real life stuff. It's many cases like that where somebody thinking they important, their life don't matter, it's just going to be down here from here, and then they have a kid out of nowhere, unexpected, and it looks like that's going to be one of the worst things that could have happened to them, and it ends up being one of the biggest blessings, because that child was sent from God, the universe, and the ancestors to help them get their life together and help them make something into themselves, or make something out of themselves. So, and the sirens is confirmation, because they always coming through when I'm saying the message over here. So, thank you, God, for confirmation. It's cases like that. It could be a person that's a brother to the siblings. they might think, oh, the other siblings get more attention, the other siblings got more of an importance on their life, they're the more talented ones, all this, that, and the third, right? But they're not realizing that they're the strongest one out of the siblings. If they weren't there, the family would be in shambles. If they weren't there, they wouldn't have that order and be an example of discipline and how to do things for the other siblings that came after them. If it wasn't, like, saying, you see what I'm saying? Like, life is that deep and it matters that much of everybody's in the bigger grand scheme of things, in the bigger picture. Everybody part is important. If you weren't important, you wouldn't be here. So we got to realize that we are important when we're meant to be here. And when you're not answering the call, thank you, God. When you're not answering the call and not showing up in the world, you're messing up divine order. How are you doing that? Because say if I'm a producer, right, and I want to, put my talents out there, and I'm up and coming. I want to put my talents out there, and I want to get out there. But for me to do that, I got to overcome my fear, overcome the thinking of that my talent don't matter, or it's never going to get seen, or there's other talented people out there more than me and stuff like that. All this nonsense you come up with in your head. Once you get over those hurdles and stuff like that, and you start saying, you know what, let me just pursue, let me push myself, let me put my stuff out there. Guess what? By you playing your part and stepping up to the plate and answering the call of that purpose that you're supposed to be doing, you now send the signal out. Thank you, God. You now send the signal out to the universe for the other people that's supposed to come on a journey to meet you, that you're going to be producing for, to make music that helps the masses. Because that happens a lot, where a producer from someplace, they go make it, and these other artists, they link, and it's the perfect combo, and nobody else together would have made that type of music. I'm talking about healing music, like that heals the world, that got messages, that helps people stay alive. I'm talking about, this is how important you are. Like if that person, if I don't step up as a producer and get to that level I'm supposed to get at, that God has intended for me, and those people that's artists, they don't play their part by following their dreams and pushing themselves out there and going past all those thoughts of that's trying to hold them back from doing it, and they play their part. Guess what? Now we're doing what God wanted us to do, to come together and make something even bigger, because only our DNA makeup that God and the universe and the ancestors gave us is going to be able to make that type of music, is going to make that type of healing, is going to give that type of inspiration and motivation to the people that need to hear that, because those people that need to hear that, they may be ready to give up on life. They may be ready to be like, oh, you know what? Matter of fact, those might be the people that feel like they're invisible. So by me playing my part, and then those artists too, and we finally click up together, and we sending the signals out to the universe that's bringing us together, and we now come together and we bring that electricity together to make that inspirational music. Guess what? We just saved the lives of those people that felt like they were nothing. We just saved the lives of those people that felt like they was invisible, that wanted to end their life, that wanted to literally take their life because they felt like they didn't have no importance. And when they heard the music that was in the words that was being said in that music, and the vibrations and frequencies of the tones, they changed their minds, and they actually wanted to push for something in life. They actually wanted to make something out of themselves, and they was able to say they are important. These are the things that we got to remember, because like I said, it's very easy to trick yourself and to think that, oh, it doesn't matter if I was here, it doesn't matter if I was born, or I wish I was never born, nobody thinks about me, and that's not true. Because just like that, like I said, things are just like that. It could be something simple as this. I'm gonna mess your head up with this one. Say somebody having a bad day, right? Everything's going bad, nothing's going their way, and they just like, you know what? I'm just giving up on life. I want to end it all right now, right? Now, say they're walking outside, and as they thinking that, let's just say it's a guy walking. As soon as the guy's walking, he's saying that in his mind, he sees this beautiful lady that's walked past him. She walked past, and she just looks at him and smiles and say, "How you doing, sir? Have a great day. You blessed. Always remember that." And she just keep moving. To her, she thinking that was something, just a regular small gesture, just being nice and polite, and something was put on her heart to tell this man that. But the man looked at it different, like, yo, this beautiful angel looking like person just brightened up my day by just saying hello and telling me to have a great day, sir, and you're blessed. Remember that. He needed to hear that at that moment. By that lady being there to play that part and be that piece of the puzzle, just to help, just to say that to that man, just that little thing, help that man get them thoughts out of his head to give up on life. And then he say, you know what? I got to make something out of myself, and I got to continue to keep on fighting because I'm better than this. I'm better than just throwing in the towel. I'm better than just saying I'm a loser. I'm better than just saying that I'm going to stay at the bottom. I'm better than just saying that I'm going to just be a nobody. I'm better than that. And you're better than that. And these are the examples I'm talking about. Life is that real, where it connects that much. Those little encounters. The beauty that God gave that woman as he walked past was able to brighten that man's day. And the energy that she just said was, have a great day, sir. Remember that you're blessed. Remember that. That can save somebody's life. That could change somebody's whole day. That can make a big difference. And that's what I mean by we all have to play our part, and we all are important. And we all shouldn't think that just because we're not there, we're not going to be remembered, we're not going to be thought of, we ain't make no difference. Because if we take ourselves out of the equation, a lot of things in the world is going to change. One person that does his purpose and reaches the heights that he's supposed to go to, that God intended for that person to go to, they can inspire and motivate millions of people. By them inspiring millions of people, they can change lives, and they can inspire them to do great things in the future. And they could bring a whole new wave of thinking, a whole new way of doing things, a whole new way of artistic expression, and just expression, period. It's many people that's here that's put into the world to break barriers. It don't matter if you think that you're important. It don't matter if the people can't see your importance at that moment. Because remember, people don't have God glasses. Everybody don't have the foresight to see who's the one that got it, that got the light in them. And a lot of times they do see that you got the light, they ain't gonna tell you. So unless they got the light in themselves too, and they just not jealous, they want to connect with you so y'all can bring that spark to the world, because that's what it's about. And that's what I mean by bringing the pieces together. So we have to remember that we all are very important beings. And we all are a part of the bigger grand scheme of things. And if we think that we are not important and we don't play a major part in this whole bigger picture, especially in this major system, then we are truly mistaken. And we truly need to reevaluate that type of thought and change that mindset, because every step that we take each day towards our purpose is not only for our well-being, it's also for the well-being of the planet. It's also for the well-being of the universe. It's also for the well-being of our ancestors that's running in our DNA, in our bloodline, so we can heal these generational curses, and so we can break barriers, and so we can break more records. Because that's why we get put here too, to keep on reinventing things, breaking new records, so something gets invented new. This is what I mean. We're always getting created down here by God to push things forward, to push things past the barrier, to push things past the limit, push things past the sky, because the sky ain't the limit. We taking it to the stratosphere, and we taking it to beyond that as well, to the galaxy, all that. We going very deep with it. So always remember that. If you think you don't have an importance in this world, or you think you're not a major piece in the puzzle, think about that again, because I guarantee if you remove yourself, remove yourself from out this life, you know how many people will be lost without you? You know how many people would be ready to just give up on life without you, because you always was giving them positive affirmations, positive energy, positive healing, loving, positive loving kindness and energy, and just giving everybody admiration and just positivity overall. And the world needs that, especially in this matrix system where there's a lot of chaos and disorder sometimes. So always remember that. We all play a major piece in this big puzzle, and your piece is very valuable to the puzzle. Because if your piece is gone, you're messing up the whole grand scheme of divine order, and guarantee you're going to mess up everything that's going on in the world, because each person has to be here to connect the dots, because somebody is somewhere that got to also meet up with you too to help do what God put y'all here to do, so y'all could bring something to the world. But it wouldn't work if y'all two don't come together. Anybody else could come together and do it. It might be good, but it wouldn't be the same if those design people don't come together to do it, because only those two people could do it. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love y'all like always. Keep doing your thing. And like I always say, whether we run, whether we jog, whether we sprint or crawl, because life is that hard. Sometimes you can't run, you can't jog, you can't sprint. Only thing we can do is crawl to our destination. But like I always say, somehow, some way, we got to make it to our destination someday. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. And to the next topic. Peace.